Today, Kevin and I are going to be trying a Vito and Nick's 2. This is a cracker thin crust premium pizza. This is just the sausage pizza, and it looks really, really delicious. It was $8.99 at Meijer. I'm trying to figure out exactly where to open it. $8.99 at Meijer. That's how it looks. Okay, so on the back, it gives you just regular oven instructions, but then it also gives on the grill, gas grill only instructions, which I think is pretty cool because you don't see that very often on a frozen pizza.
It is, but it's hard to regulate the temperature in a grill, so.
Right, so we would rather just make it in the oven. So this was $8.99 at Meijer. You want to preheat your oven to 425 degrees. Slide the pizza out of the off the cardboard. Keep the cardboard though for later so you can cut it. And take it out of the plastic. Bake for 15 to 20 minutes or until the crust is golden brown or cheese is melted. Add 3 more minutes if crispy crust is preferred. So we're going to put it in for 20 minutes and then we'll be back. This is how the pizza looks after 20 minutes, and you can tell it's plenty of time. I think it's the perfect time for our oven. And it's a golden brown, which is how we like it. It's a very thin crust, so it bakes well. So, but there's big pieces of sausage on there.
They look like meatballs.
Yeah, so that's great. No complaints. So after Kevin cuts it, we're going to take it over to the table and give it a try. So this is the sausage pizza. If you missed the first review we did, we reviewed the sausage and mushroom. So this is just sausage with cheese. It says the freshest ingredients, the best quality sausage, the tastiest cheese, and our made from scratch dough is what has made Vito and Nick's 2 a legend. My grandfather, Vito Baracco, opened our first business in 1932. My mother, Mary, added the first pizza using her cracker thin crust recipe that made Vito and Nick's a welcome name in the heart of the south side of Chicago. The most important things you could ever have were your family, great food, and your best friends. All of those fond times we remember all happened over my mother's pizza. You can always tell who's from the old neighborhood today because they never pronounce it right. When we hear Nick and Vito's, we know. If you lived on the south side, I bet our whole family knew you. All of this is what drives us. There's nothing better in the world than watching someone eat our pizza and watch their eyes pop out when they take their first bite. That's my favorite part. I love it. Learn for yourself the word we love to hear our customers say, awesome. And that is from Nick Baracco II. Visit us online at Vito and Nick's 2frozenpizza.com. 5 servings per container, 1/5 of the pizza is 380 calories. So it's called Vito and Nick's 2, and the restaurant is called Vito and Nick's, I'm pretty sure as well. So I guess in the neighborhood, somebody says Nick and Vito.
Yeah, I guess Nick was like maybe the first person or something.
Yeah, or maybe it used to be called Nick and Vito's and now it's called Vito and Nick's. I don't know. So, you know, I have no idea what the story is.
They said it, but they didn't explain it.
No, they didn't explain, like, why would people that live there call it Nick and Vito's instead of Vito and Nick's? Yeah, I just don't know. So.
This seems to be the same sausage. Well, it is the same sausage from last night, or not last night, the last time we had it. The big pieces. The biggest thing is this just doesn't have mushrooms, and I like the mushrooms. I like that earthy kind of flavor. They were a little wet, and you ended up giving me yours of all the pieces that.
It wasn't. I didn't think they were wet necessarily. To me, they're just earthy, and I mean mushrooms in general are earthy, and
there are a couple of mine that were wet. The rest of them were fine.
I think too the quality. I think it's probably if it's a nice quality mushroom, it is gonna have an earthiness to it. I think the ones that probably aren't as good quality are the ones that have really they've lost a lot of their flavor. And that you don't taste them as much. So a lot of times, like when you'll go to a fast food get a fast food pizza. They have mushrooms on there, and you don't taste them as much. You get the texture, but you don't taste them
They're all
as
dried
much
out.
because they have lost that. They're not as fresh. So if it's a fresh mushroom, it probably should have some earthiness to it. I prefer without. Definitely prefer without.
Also, I do too, because while the sausage is the same, the flavor of this is a little different.
It's just you get that it's all sausage, and it has a nice the sausage has a nice spice to it, not hot spice, but just seasonings, and it's very nice to be able to just taste that pure sausage with the red sauce.
And the red sauce is nice. It's not super sweet. It's just a nice tomato sauce. It's not a sweet sauce. It's not spicy or anything like that. It's just a really nice red sauce.
Now,
I love the crust.
I do too. I love the crust. It's very thin, crispy, just what you want. I do have to say, when you compare this thin crust pizza to other frozen thin crust pizzas, this does have more calories for this thin crust pizza. However, the sausage is huge hunks of sausage that you're getting on
They're
this.
twice as big, if not 3 times bigger than what the other ones are.
Yes, so that makes a big difference. So if you were to look at the back and say, oh, this one's more calories than this other one, why would that be? It's because you're getting huge hunks. Like Kevin, you said the meatballs. These look like meatballs.
Yeah, literally, you could have this in spaghetti, and they would fit perfect in spaghetti. They probably, I mean, at the restaurant, they might very well have a sausage spaghetti with these in there.
Yeah, I wonder what they
Really
have in their restaurant. I'm sure they have a spaghetti dish.
They could expand their whole line out and just sell the meatballs, and we could just buy them and heat them up and put them in spaghetti. And I mean, they'd be.
Or they could sell, like if they sell in the restaurants, if they sell spaghetti and meatballs, they could have like ready like meals that you would heat up like a Stouffer's meal, except a spaghetti and meatball, Vito and Nick's meal.
Because I really like the flavor of their sausage. It's not so strong that it's overpowering. It's just a really nice sausage flavor. It's just really good.
Yeah, and 20 minutes is the perfect time.
Yeah.
For us, at least, to have them in the oven.
Yeah, if you wanted it a little bit crisper on the bottom, you could, because this is not really what I'd call crunchy on the bottom, but it's crunchy enough.
Yeah, it's really nice for me. I think it's perfect.
Yeah.
But if you don't want it as dark, the time started at 15, so you could go on the lower.
I can't imagine eating this on 15. It almost seems
I
like it
wouldn't
would be
want to.
almost cold.
I just wouldn't want
I don't
to.
know.
Yeah, because we're real particular about temperature, and this is the perfect hot
we want it hot.
pizza. Yeah. So I think it's worth $9.
And even though I love mushrooms, I actually like this one better.
Yes. I'm dying to eat more of it when we shut this camera off. It's a really good pizza. We have one more to try though. Our Meijer store only had 3 varieties. They didn't have a cheese.
No, but I mean, that might be the only 3 they have. We don't know.
But you know, most pizza companies have just a plain cheese. So next time we go in Meijer, I'll definitely be looking to see if they have a plain cheese. And if they have it, we'll absolutely get it, because I would love to try that as well. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Let us know if you've ever been to Vito and Nick's in Chicago. We would love to hear from you. And thanks for watching.